Hi, hello, welcome to my reselling channel, Flippin Hippos. I'm Star. Today is Monday, so it's time for what sold on all the things. I have some highlights of our sales from March 26th through April 2nd. I've pulled up just the highlights, things I want to talk about, show you guys for any reason, a teaching moment, something you should be looking out for when you're searching, sourcing, and a couple of things I want to show off a little bit about. Because sometimes I have a really good sale and it gets exciting and I want to share it with people. So without further ado, let's jump on in. Share my screen, get my eyes on, and let's work backwards this week because I think I have my best sale waiting for you at the end there. So Whatnot, I still don't know how to share my sales or my orders without showing the buyer's name and address. So I just sort on my List Perfectly catalog to show my sold on Whatnot items. And a lot of what I sell on Whatnot is plush. I have other items listed there for static listings, but they're all priced accordingly. My plush is priced at 50% off over there to clearance it out. So it does move pretty quickly. And I do a plush show once a week as well. Mondays at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you're interested, I do a Whatnot plush sale, and I start on my plush at $2. It's a good way for other resellers to stock up on plush if you're looking to source them. There's nothing wrong with them. I still love them. I'm just trying to make some room in my garage for our next endeavor. So I am kind of consolidating and weeding out my plush babies. But you can come buy some from me if you'd like. This week I sold the Girl Scouts Thin Mints bear, a leopard Build-A-Bear, a big old bulldog, and a little dog named Sandy. I thought this was worth showing you. Easter is already passed by the time you're watching this. Easter was yesterday, so I hope everyone had a good Easter. Whatever you do to celebrate, I hope you had a great day. But leading up to Easter, I always sell a lot of spring items. Last week's What Sold video, specifically the thumbnail called out that I was selling spring and Easter items. So I wanted to share this with you. I sold this leading up to Easter. This cool t-shirt that says I love my peeps, and it has all the little marshmallow peeps on there. $15 on Mercari. That's nothing to sneeze at. I got some costume jewelry on Etsy. I'm just always amazed at the prices I can get on Etsy for costume jewelry. And I want to share that with you. Not just the amazement, but the knowledge that you can price items far more on Etsy and get that dollar amount and increase your profits and the bottom line of your business. And you shouldn't be pricing costume jewelry at bargain bin prices on any platform. Costume jewelry can sell for a lot more than most people realize. This is a seed beaded necklace. It has this cool crochet clasp with a button, and I put really good keywords like boho, Southwest, crochet clasp. Sold for $28. A vintage Woolrich button-up shirt for men, $24. I never overlook the men's shirt section when I go to the thrift. And I typically start in like the extra large or bigger sizes. And I look for things like Woolrich, American Eagle. You guys know most of my bread and butter prices. Bread and butter brands. And I get them for 99 cents. But I always like when I find like a Wrangler or a Pearl Snap or a Woolrich. That's always a little more exciting. A handmade mother of pearl stretch bracelet. $24. I had a bulk order here, and the total amount was $48.75. You can see I sent one of my coupons to them. I do have a Don't Forget coupon that gives 25% off to buyers who have put something in their cart. It entices them to come back and purchase it. Of all the coupons I send on Etsy, this is my most successful. Like 99% of people who get this use it. I also have a coupon set up for current buyers. Like after they purchase something from me, they get a coupon to come back and get 30% off. And then I have when they like it. If they favorite the item, they get a coupon. And hardly anyone uses that. It's like the opposite. It's like 1 in 10 use that, the favorited coupon, and then like 9 in 10 use this. So if they add it to their cart, they get this coupon, they almost always come back and buy stuff. Did I give $16.25 off on these 2 necklaces? Yes, but I still made $48.75. Had I not sent this coupon to her, these 2 necklaces could have sat in her cart and never sold. I would rather have 48 monies than no monies. So I do like to send out these coupons because, again, money, no money. I'm always for money. And here's the 2 necklaces, so you can just see them up close. This is a faux stone overlapping cool bead thing going on. And this chunky cluster bead necklace. They were both pretty cool. All right. Our Poshmark highlights start out with this sweet little charm. Sold for $13. It's just a tiny little charm. A retro polka dot beaded necklace. So this isn't, again, anything special, anything fancy. It's just a beaded necklace, but it's cute. It's polka dot. I put sock hop as a keyword in the title because it reminds me of like the necklaces they wore to the sock hops with their poodle skirts. A polo Ralph Lauren half-zip pullover sweater. I know a lot of people think that Ralph Lauren is, gone to the wayside and it's not worth much anymore. I'm sure you saw that this had some damage to it, shown in the photo here. Still sold for $20. Carhartt. I don't know if you were around when I unboxed this in one of my haul videos, but I was very excited because I had not known before that Carhartt does scrub tops, but they do. And this one sold for $13 on Poshmark. So this is a brand I had found like 9-10 years ago when I first started reselling. And I brought it home and nothing too exciting, right? I don't even know if I have a picture of the tag. What is going on with me? Don't I even know how to list? Well, it's questions by Say What. And I got this in a bulk buy, and I'm like, I always list everything out of a bulk buy, even if I remember this brand not being worth a lot 8-9 years ago. I still got $16 for this. But the reason I wanted to show you this one and talk about it for a second isn't because of the brand, it's because of what it is. It's a cardigan. We are getting into that time of year where women who work in office buildings are looking for sweaters and cardigans. I used to work in nursing homes. I've worked in office buildings, and I absolutely remember as soon as it started to get warm outside, they set the air conditioning to frigid. It was like walking into the North Pole. I spent the entire summer wearing sweaters and long sleeve shirts at work. And then in the winter, it was the opposite. They set the heater to hell and I was wearing short sleeves. But if you work, in the corporate world still, you guys, or you did before, you remember, they always set the air so cold. So I sell a lot of sweaters, like from spring until fall, a lot, because women are cold. Men too. But I sell more women's sweaters. So I'm sure men are looking for them too, but I'm just talking from my experience to you guys. I like cardigans right now, this time of year. So don't overlook them just because it's spring and summer. I still love these jeans, longtime viewers. I think this is Poshmark's photos being weird. Okay. Wax jeans, but I love you. I have loved these jeans for 8 or 9 years and I still love them today. This $17 price tag would have been $27 on eBay. So I still source these. I still get them when I find them. The but I love yous are sculpting and slimming. Any jeans that sculpt, slim, flatten, lift, tuck, any of these terms, women love them. Source them. I wanted to show you this because this is a Walmart brand. And I sell Walmart brands. This is Style & Co. I usually only go for the plus sizes in Walmart. Well, Style & Co. is Walmart, isn't it? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Here I am all confident, like, this is the Walmart brand. And then I look at it again, I'm like, maybe it's not. Well, it's not a great brand either way. The point is, these are camouflage capri pants. And capri pants, camouflage, anything like that, I usually do really well with, regardless of brand. Style & Co. We're going to look this up because that's going to drive me crazy. I don't know why I was so confident. It's Macy's. Geez, Star. I come in all confident. This is a Walmart brand. I resell for a living and have for 9 years, and it's my full-time income, and I know what I'm talking about. This is a Macy's brand. J. Crew. I still like J. Crew. It's a solid bread and butter brand. It does really well on Poshmark. Joe's jeans are still good. These are, knock on wood, if you're a turd, please don't ruin these by racing to the bottom like you've ruined everything else for everybody else. But Joe's jeans still do pretty good. These are the 1971 wide leg jeans. I do not like the way Poshmark's photos are working today. The vintage series 1971. You can tell they look like bell-bottom jeans. They're very vintagey looking. And they sold for $40 all in with shipping and everything. I sold the Peep. I just wanted to show you my little Peep. I sold my Peep shirt and I sold this Peep. And that will probably be all of the Peeps I sell until next year, unless they go on one of my whatnot sales. I like Hurley. This is a good brand for men's t-shirts. With shipping and everything, it was just over $20 all in for this extra large Hurley t-shirt. Prepare yourselves. The spring cleaning highlights are coming. Keith and I are currently spring cleaning our house, deep cleaning top to bottom. And while we're deep cleaning top to bottom, we are also purging and minimizing and relieving ourselves of things that do not bring us joy anymore. Isn't that what Marie Kondo says? So yeah, we are going through and we do this about once a year, maybe twice a year. We keep things around, we enjoy them for a while, and then we deep clean the house and decide that we're going to sell some stuff. And then we make room. And if I find cool stuff while I'm out thrifting or cool stuff on online auctions or whatever, we have room for new items. And then next year we'll probably sell those as well. It is the joy and wonder of being a reseller. You can always spring clean your house and sell items, keep items for a little while, and then sell them. So I say all this to say, you're going to probably see a lot of things in the next few months that were ours that I'm going to show you. So I wouldn't necessarily source these on purpose, though. I don't know. They sold for $20. So if you could find the salt and pepper shaker set for like 50 cents at a garage sale, I have friends that do really well with all kinds of salt and pepper shakers. These are purple mason jars. Of course, they were mine. They're purple. They're cute. And I had them in my kitchen for probably closer to 5 years, actually. I kept these around because I thought they were really cute. But they, my kitchen Star Wars themed doesn't really fit. And I use a pepper mill and a salt cracker thing. So I decided to let them go. And they sold. I still think they're so cute. So pretty. And then I had this double sale on, I almost said Walmart. I had a double sale on eBay of 2 necklaces. They got it on the weekend sale. Whoops. Where I offer any 2 items or more, they get 50% off. Again, money, no money. I run sales. I run deep clearances sometimes just to get items to move. I have a volume-based business, so this is a volume game for me. But we sold these 2 white necklaces. They're similar, except one is a lot of strands, but you can see it's the same person, same kind of style. And then the coup de grace. I pulled it up here to show you because for some reason, we're going to look at it over here. It has my sale price, but it actually sold for $85 plus shipping. So my total earnings were $73.41 for a Dolce & Gabbana. Cecilia graphic t-shirt, new with tags. It's a size extra large. It's super awesome. I got this out of a wholesale buy. In fact, it's from my friend Lori, who I bought the 250 pounds from that you've been watching me do haul videos on for forever, because it's taking me forever to get to the end of it. I have one more box of her stuff left. But a lot of the stuff that you're seeing every week in my sales are from her. So it was a really good purchase. There were really good items in there, and they do sell. The Ralph Lauren polo I just showed you was from there. The cardigan, most everything I've been selling, because most everything I've been listing, I guess. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about anything you saw in this video or reselling in general, let me know down below. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and help me feed a hungry hippo. And I will see you in the next one.